Then God said to Jacob,
Arise, go up to Bethel and dwell there, and make an altar there to God, who appeared to you when you fled from Esau. And make an altar there, who appeared to you when you fled from Esau. Put away the foreign gods that are among you, purify yourselves, and change your garments.
Then let us arise and go up to Bethel, and I will make an altar there to God, who answered me in the day of my distress and has been with me in the way which I have gone.
So they gave Jacob all the foreign gods which were in their hands, and the earrings which were in their ears, and Jacob hid them under the terebinth tree which was by Shechem. And they journeyed, and the terror of God was upon the cities that were all around them. And they did not pursue the sons of Jacob.
Genesis 35:6. So Jacob came to Luz, that is Bethel, which is in the land of Canaan, he and all the people who were with him.
This place shall be called El Bethel, for here God appeared to me.
Genesis 35:7. And he built an altar there and called the place El Bethel, because there God appeared to him when he fled from the face of his brother.
Now Deborah, Rebekah's nurse, died, and she was buried below Bethel under the terebinth tree. So the name of it was called Allon-Bachuth. Then God appeared to Jacob again, when he came from Paddan Aram,
And blessed him.
Your name is Jacob. Your name shall not be called Jacob, but Israel shall be your name. So he called his name Israel. I am God Almighty. Be fruitful and multiply. I am God Almighty. Be fruitful and multiply. A nation and a company of nations shall proceed from you, and kings shall come from your body. The land which I gave Abraham and Isaac I give to you, and to your descendants after you I give this land.
Genesis 35:13. Then God went up from him in the place where he talked with him.
Then God went up from him in the place where he talked with him.
Genesis 35:14. So Jacob set up a pillar in the place where he talked with him, a pillar of stone, and he poured a drink offering on it, and he poured oil on it.
This place is Bethel, for God has spoken with me here.
And Jacob called the name of the place where God spoke with him Bethel.
Whoa, stop the animal! Jacob, come quickly!
Rachel, look at me. We are almost there. We must deliver the child here.
Ephrath is just in sight.
Then they journeyed from Bethel, and when there was but a little distance to go to Ephrath, Rachel labored in childbirth, and she had hard labor.
Now it came to pass, when she was in hard labor, that the midwife said to her, Do not fear, you will have this son also.
Do not fear, you will have this son also.
And so it was, as her soul was departing, for she died, that she called his name Ben-Oni, but his father called him Benjamin. So Rachel died and was buried on the way to Ephrath, that is,
And Jacob
Bethlehem.
set a pillar upon her grave. That is the pillar of Rachel's grave unto this day. 21. Then Israel journeyed and pitched his tent beyond the tower of Eder. And it came to pass, when Israel dwelt in that land, that Reuben went and lay with Bilhah his father's concubine. And Israel heard of it.
Now the sons of Jacob were 12.
The sons of Leah were Reuben, Jacob's firstborn, and Simeon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, and
The sons
Zebulun.
of Rachel, Joseph and Benjamin.
And these were the sons of Bilhah, whom Laban gave to Rachel his daughter, and she bore children to Dan and
The
Naphtali.
sons of Zilpah, Leah's handmaid, Gad and Asher. These are the sons of Jacob, which were born to him in Paddan Aram. Born to Jacob during his stay in Paddan Aram.
Then Jacob came to his father Isaac at Mamre, or Kirjath Arba, that is Hebron, where Abraham and Isaac had dwelt.
2028. Now the days of Isaac were 108 years. Isaac breathed his last and died, and was gathered to his people, being old and full of days.
Genesis 35, verse 29. And his sons Esau and Jacob buried him.
Genesis 35 marks a pivotal transition in Jacob's life, moving from personal turmoil in Shechem back to the place of initial encounter with God, Bethel, accompanied by renewal, grief, and generational transition. Returning to your spiritual foundations, verses 1-3, 6-7. Fulfilling forgotten vows. God calls Jacob to return to Bethel, where Jacob first encountered him while fleeing Esau. Genesis 28. Spiritual growth often requires returning to where faith began, realigning priorities, and honoring commitments made during seasons of desperation. Building a place of worship. Jacob builds an altar, El Bethel, shifting his focus from settling among worldly cultures to centering his household on divine worship. The necessity of renunciation and cleansing. Verses 2-4. Removing hidden compromises. Before approaching God at Bethel, Jacob demands that his household put away foreign gods, purify themselves, and change their garments. Burying the past. Idols and talismans were buried under the oak at Shechem. Genuine renewal requires a deliberate, visible break from past idolatry, rather than carrying compromises forward. Divine protection amid vulnerability. Verse 5. God fighting for his people. After the violent crisis at Shechem, Genesis 34, Jacob's family was vulnerable to retaliation. God placed a terror upon the surrounding cities to protect them. Faithfulness to God's calling often brings supernatural peace and protection in high-risk seasons. Reaffirming identity and covenant promises. Verses 9-15. Living under a new name. God reconfirms Jacob's new name, Israel, reminding him that his identity is no longer defined by his deceitful past, Jacob, but by his status with God. Generational vision. God reiterates the Abrahamic covenant, fruitfulness, kingship, and the promised land, reminding believers that God's long-term purposes remain steadfast despite personal failures. Enduring grief without losing faith. Verses 8, 16-20, 27-29. Experiencing cumulative loss. Chapter 35 records 3 major deaths. Deborah, Rebekah's nurse, Rachel, Jacob's beloved wife, and Isaac, his father. Hope emerging from pain. Rachel names her dying child Benoni, son of my sorrow. But Jacob names him Benjamin, son of my right hand. Jacob acknowledges grief while actively choosing to speak life and strength over the future. The realities of sin and generational transition. Verses 21-26. Consequences of dishonor. Reuben's moral failure with Bilhah compromises his birthright and firstborn standing, later noted in Genesis 49, 3-4. Esau and Jacob united in closure. Jacob and Esau bury Isaac together in peace, demonstrating that long-term reconciliation and familial honor can outlast decades of rivalry.